everyone, it's Kate here and welcome to this video where we will be talking about soft pastels. I will show you different brands and I hope that this video is going to help you choose your first soft pastels or add some pastels to your collection. We will be looking at different pastel brands and I will show you how they actually look on paper. And before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can get updates on all the videos that I post, and also ring that little bell button there so you can get instant notifications about new videos that are coming out, and also like and share this video. I would also appreciate it if you could comment and say which soft pastels brands you enjoy the most and which ones have you tried using maybe you didn't like as much. Also, I wanted to say that this is a lesson from one of the classes on my pastel school, and you can find the full class on the website. I will leave the link below, and you can watch the full class free with the 7-day trial. So let's go.
Now let's take a look at different brands from harder to softer pastels. All of these brands are available in sets or individually. Where can you find the light fastness rating of soft pastels? More often than not, the manufacturer will provide the light fastness rating of soft pastels on their wrapping or on the box they came in with. But you can find the light fastness ratings on the manufacturer's color charts. NuPastel. Prismacolor Premier NuPastels are a hard variety of pastels. These pastels come in a square stick shape and are great for the initial stages of work. They do come in an impressive variety of colors for hard pastels. There are 96 colors available for sale in sets and individually. Conte pastels. These pastels come in two different varieties, hard and soft. The harder sticks are square-shaped, whereas the softer ones are round. The drawback is that there are only 50 different colors available for sale in sets. Rembrandt. Wonderful soft pastels for beginners and professionals alike. These pastels are somewhat in the middle of the price range and are quite affordable, especially when bought in sets, with the largest set containing 225 colors. 218 is the full color range, 7 being repeated colors. If you are just starting out and would like to try soft pastels out, investing in a Rembrandt set would be one of the more affordable options. Rembrandts are neither too soft, so they will not crumble as much as the extra soft ones do, nor too hard. One thing to keep in mind when choosing Rembrandt pastels: the darkest colors, especially the dark blues, are very hard, as the composition of these pastels requires more binder, and that makes them quite hard. Another nice feature is the mini sets that have become available recently. They consist of the same color ranging from its lightest to its darkest version, or a combination of colors that are usually used together. Note: as Rembrandt pastels are machine-made, they have a particular coating on them. To start using the pastel stick, give it a rub against fine sandpaper to take the coating off, and your pastel is ready for work. Unison. Compared to Rembrandt, Unison is a more expensive soft pastel brand. These pastels are handmade and are slightly softer than Rembrandt's, but have the advantage of having softer dark colors. If you can invest more money into the pastel set, this is the way to go. Even though Unison pastels are softer than Rembrandt's, they do not crumble and have a rich buttery feeling to them when applied. Another big plus is the huge color range, 318 total, and light fast pigment, which means you do not need to worry about your artwork fading. Koh-i-Noor Toison d'Or. These pastels have very good light fastness rating, with 4 stars being the most light fast and 1 star the least. These pastels come in 3 different varieties. Let's take a look at each one. Hard pastels. Pay attention that when buying the hard pastels, you must take a close look at the packaging, as the one you are looking for is square soft pastels. Koh-i-Noor has hard pastels in a very similar packaging available that has hard pastels written on the package. These have a different composition. They are like square sticks of colored pencils. Koh-i-Noor hard pastels are similar in hardness to Conte and NuPastel sticks and are a great alternative to these, especially because of their low price and excellent quality. Soft pastels. A great budget version of a starter set of artist-grade pastels. It does have 2 drawbacks though. The color quality is limited to 72, and there are not many complex colors, grays and browns of different shades, which makes working with only the 72 pastel set a little tricky. The upside, you can mix and match pastel brands, so you can add other colors from other brands to this set. These pastels come in round sticks. When buying a new set, the plastic wrapping each stick comes in is quite bothersome to remove, but the price and the quality of these pastels make up for that. Koh-i-Noor has some wonderful gray and brown sets, which are a great addition to your pastel palette. Extra soft. The only drawback of these pastels is the amount of available colors. There are 48 in total, but these are a must-have. The price quality in these pastels is ridiculous, making them super affordable. The extra soft pastels are buttery and smooth and layer amazingly well onto the surface. I will go as far as comparing them to Schmincke pastels, the king of all pastels. As with the soft variety, they do come in the plastic packaging and you will spend a couple of minutes removing it, but otherwise, I cannot recommend these highly enough. Jacksons. These pastels are something in between the Rembrandt and the Unison pastels hardness-wise, and are great pastels overall. They are light fast and come in two different kinds: square soft pastels, which have a very limited palette, that is, color assortment, and round pastels, which are handmade and come in a larger color variety. One thing to note with these pastels is that when used for an underpainting, they do not blend with water. To use these pastels for a wet underpainting, you will need either alcohol or odorless mineral spirits. A drawback with these pastels is that the color charts are available on Jackson's website, but they are for sale, so you would need to buy the color charts first to get the idea of all the colors, or look them up on the website. Schmincke and Sennelier. I have grouped these two brands as they are quite similar in their softness. Both are of great quality and have a very wide assortment of colors. Although I do not like the bright yellows in either one of these brands, when applied to paper these colors are too greasy. One more word about Sennelier. I did encounter some hard particles in some of the sticks, which is very unfortunate, because if you are not careful, they can scratch the surface you are working on, ruining your artwork. But Sennelier do have one advantage compared to Schmincke. They are a lot cheaper. Both of these are extra soft varieties of soft pastels, which has its advantages and disadvantages. The tooth of the paper gets saturated quite quickly, especially if too much pressure is used. But they can layer over even a very saturated tooth, allowing you to add more highlights or more detail. Schmincke soft pastels come in 400 different colors, whereas Sennelier come in 525 colors. Both of these brands are at the top of the pastel food chain, very soft, handmade, and light fast. Other brands. There are more very good brands out there, but as I have not tried them myself, I cannot share my own experience with them. Here are some of the brands you should pay attention to if you are planning to work seriously with soft pastels. They are more expensive than the brands described above, but these are definitely something to consider investing in. These include Blue Earth Pastels, Terry Ludwig Pastels, Mount Vision, and Daler Rowney. I wanted to mention another brand here too. Faber-Castell, known mostly for their polychromos colored pencils, produces soft pastels too. I have not tried them myself, but from the reviews and from what other artists say about them, I came to a conclusion that they are not worth investing in. The biggest problem being is the quality of these pastels, as they do not blend well, resulting in muddy colors, and do not layer well on paper. The pigment comes off with subsequent layers.
If you like this video and you found it useful, then do like it and share it. I would be really grateful for that, as that will help the video get more views and maybe help other aspiring artists as well. And for now, I want to say thank you for watching, and do subscribe, and I will see you in the future videos. Bye!